Hello, it's Scott Manley here with part 8 of Freelancer. Now, a little birdie has told me, and several characters in the game rather cryptically have suggested that I go looking around this debris field in the New York system. So yeah, that must have been the biggest battle since the 80-year war. Station Willard was under attack by several Rhineland gunboats and dozens of fighters. The station took heavy damage and we barely managed to fight them off. There is general confusion as to what's going on. Walker and Junie are going to meet at the station to try to figure out what's going on. Junie wants me to take a few more jobs and to keep my head down. She promised to contact me once she knows more. And also, right as we left the planet, King called in. He confirmed that Junie's CO is in prison. He also told us there's been a major shake-up in the ranks of the LSF. He seemed worried, but that's not the last of it. And never mind this, because we have some rogues out here. Some rogues that are gonna feel the wrath of my laser weapons, or whatever I'm using. Yeah, I'm using Drails and Vengeances. I have discovered also that I apparently can find class 3 shields if I look around, so I'm gonna try and find the correct location. But I don't really need them right now, dealing with rookie Alan Casmius. He will not last very long. There we go. Bits flying everywhere and everything that's good being tractored in. Austin. Come on, Rookie Austin, that's all his name is, huh? Escort 1 Rookie Austin. So, I'm curious, is Rookie his first name there? Or is just Austin the only name he's been given? Oh, there we got another incoming missile, and flare goes out. Come on, Rookie Nolan. Yeah, I guess some of the NPCs have a first name and a surname, but it seems that this guy, Nolan, that's probably a surname, but I could be wrong. Okay, and Edward Kroll? Wait a sec. Edward Crone, aha. Yes, you're gonna get some Crohn's disease? No, never mind. Your Crohn's disease, I am the cure. Okay, if only it was that simple. It's one of those, yeah, Crohn's disease is a form of irritable bowel syndrome, which, yeah, they don't actually have a complete handle on what causes it, which of course makes curing it a bit of a problem. You, on the other hand, are very easy to dispatch. I mean, I'm sure he really didn't want to go on living. After all, there is a great deal of shame in being associated with, basically irritable bowel syndrome. Seriously though, it's not funny. You don't want to get any of these nasty diseases. However, I do want to travel deep into this, I don't know what they call it. It's not really a debris field, but it's an area with these strange rocks. And of course, more bad guys. Rookie Lichtenstein. That's an interesting name to get given. Okay, there we go. Missile incoming. Flare away. These bloodhounds are all over the giant. Okay. And they're firing missiles everywhere. I have been trying to fly using pressing Z and then flying around unlocked, but I think that inside a field with all this debris to crash into, I pretty much that is asking to fly sideways into an asteroid. Hunter Lamb, you are gone. Now Rookie Lacey. Lacey Rookie. Okay, come on. At least the firepower, the amount of incoming fire seems to have been reduced, that I'm able to handle it with my class 2 shields. Okay, there we go. Yeah, apparently when I docked at Willard Station and at California Minor, I could have picked up a class 3 shield, but I was I was unable to notice it because I, just really didn't look, I guess. Come on, there we go. Now, I have advanced to level 7, lucky for some. Paul Ekin.
Trent, this is Junie.
Yes, not now. I'm fighting someone.
Meet me on Manhattan.
Yeah, you may need my help, but I have to kill these guys. I gotta pick up their javelin and their food. And excuse me if I don't just rush over there. I actually want to explore and find out some other secrets. As I said, I've been told there is a ship lost or dead, abandoned somewhere in this mess of space. Whoa! I'm not sure what caused it to be a wreck, but perhaps it's something to do with the large amounts of purple in space. Purple is always one of the more dangerous colors out there. I remember reading that purple is like psychologically one of the most powerful colors. That's why certain drug makers have made a point of making their pills purple, because it makes them, you know, more potent in the minds of the people, and that makes it actually very hard, or it can have issues with a placebo effect. Okay, come on, Stuart, get out of my way. Yeah, and I remember a story of, I don't know how long ago this was, but it was like a Victorian era. They had making purple dye was very, very expensive, and pretty much involved smashing up like the shells of very rare snails. They probably became rare because they were being smashed up. So pretty much, purple dye was only available to kings and royalty and things like that. And then there was a chemist in the 1800s who was challenged to synthesize quinine, basically from coal tar residue, and he accidentally made purple dye. And because purple had previously been so rare, he was able to make a ton of money. He became an incredibly rich individual just because he figured out how to accidentally figure out how to make purple dye. And of course, purple dye is what happens when you fly into this asteroid field or spiky dagger field. I'm not sure what they call this yet. It's not a debris field, it's like a radiation thing. There's radiation in here. Oh, and I can see the Flint actually in my overview on the left. There we go. The Flint is what I'm looking for, so I'm told. The Flint is the spacecraft that fell victim to the dye. To the purple. Corey Laware. Or Corey Laware. I mean, just because everyone in Liberty is speaking with an American accent doesn't mean that these lesser factions are in fact American. Who knows? I do, however, think it's a useful strategy to mock people's accents when you're fighting them in combat. It helps to diminish their stature if you can come up with a comedic pronunciation of their name. Okay, so this is where it's kind of hard, where I have to unbind the controls, click on the item, and then go over there. I'm not sure if there's a better way to select. You know what I want a key combo for is, you see how you have the categories, the filters. I don't know how to access those with a key thing. It seems the only way to access those is by clicking with a mouse. Oh, radiation damage. Let's shoot this thing and get out of here. Radiation damage is hitting my hull. That's me picking up a cardamine, and the rogues have found me. Get out of here. So cardamine is a drug. It's therefore hard, and you gotta smuggle it around, and the bad guys and the good guys will want to be killing me. So I am going to be taking my leave as quickly as possible, and then trying to find a place to deliver this. A place which will accept this. So if I remember, the least law-abiding people I knew is Rochester Base, which is hidden around behind Planet Manhattan. Now, I'm just going to make best possible speed for there. I don't want to get in any fights, because really there's nothing for me to pick up. And I've got missiles coming in. Let's get out of here. Come on. Yep. So I want to meet up with the Junkers, because the Junkers are... They give the law a little less respect than I'd otherwise have. But also, I'm going to have to make a point of flying there without using the trade lanes, because if I fly from one trade gate to another, there's a pretty good chance the police will be scanning me. If they scan me, they will get mad at me, and this whole trip will have been for nothing. Okay, there we go. A nice little parallel route to the official trade lanes. Sneaking around the back door here, heading towards Rochester Base. Obviously, I want to go far enough off the beaten path that I don't encounter any of the law enforcement. So I'm just traveling, looking at the map to make sure I go far enough. And now I can turn. There's still, for some reason, I think I've still targeted the Flint, which is very interesting. Yeah, there we go. There's Planet Manhattan. Floating like a jewel in space, albeit a very small jewel.
Go to.
Okay, there is Rochester Base, 10 kilometers out. Oh, I'm too far away.
Go to.
Let's get a little closer. Freelance Alpha 1. Apparently that's my registration. Alpha 1. Is there a way to change my registration? Would be kind of nice to know that, actually. I show no enemy targets. You're no enemy of mine. You're merely an annoyance. You're not worth the laser bolts. Okay, Rochester Base. Come on. Now, once I get close enough, I'll hit the dock button. I want to make sure I get close enough so I dock quickly.
Dock denied.
What?
Destination hostile.
Uh-oh. Destination hostile. Oh, apparently the Junkers don't like me. Incoming missile. Let's get out of here. Come on. Okay. So the Junkers were my best hope because I figured they would be okay with me bringing drugs onto their station. Now I need to not only get out of here, because there's no point fighting these guys since the loot that I would pick up, there's no room in my cargo hold. So I need to find a place to ditch these, or a place to sell these. I mean, I could just ditch them, but I'd like to sell them and make some profit. So we have Trenton, New York's the New York station, and that's over there as well. I don't want to go to the Planet Manhattan location because, there we go, because there's a lot of stuff there, because there's a lot of stations, but Baltimore Shipyard appears to be out on its own. So I'm going to sneak through the little debris field here, get in very close, for once again forgetting to rebind my, or unbind my controls. Yes.
Roger that. Your request to dock is granted. Please
Yes, you
proceed
guys
to
go
dock.
and do some law enforcement stuff while I'm trying to dock here. All systems nominal, nothing to see here, no need to scan me. You guys are just gonna fly around, do your thing. Wow, Universal, there's a ton of those guys. It's like they're Universal. Okay, now I have the drugs. Who is going to buy these? Oh, I guess I can just sell it to everyone else. Wow, 750 and there's like 20 of those. That should keep me in laser guns and shields for a while. There we go. Not bad at all. Although they apparently didn't get my memo about the purple pill. They're using red and yellow. Now, there's some other stuff I want to do before I get back with Junie. Apparently I have access to the Texas system, so I want to take a look over there. Of course, I very helpfully cut out all the travel towards the Texas system because traveling through those gates takes us so long. Texas? Never mind.
Entering queue.
Yeah, okay, apparently the jump gate didn't like my joke either. Come on. Let me in, or I'll tell the joke again. There we go. Fly through the gate. Light speed, warp tunnel. Flash, and we're here. And we jumped into the middle of a fight. We got a bunch of outcasts around me.
Bandits trying to get me in lock.
Bandits trying to get me in lock. Okay, what do we got? These are rookie Piniones.
All over this guy.
Flying an outcast dagger would be a nice thing to fly, whatever that is.
Shield restored.
Come on. Yes, there we go. That's one down, 3 to go. So one thing I'm looking for is to figure out what type of weapons I should be using. There don't seem to be I can't seem to find the guide that will help me know which kind of weapons to use against these targets. It would be very helpful so I could mix and match my weapons and my shield systems to make sure I commit maximum amount of killing in the minimum amount of time. Rookie Alend, I barely knew you. Dora Cassie. Dora Case. You're a door case. Is that like having a, a bookcase that's also a door as a secret way to get into a speakeasy? There is actually a place in San Francisco that's like that, where they have a bar in the back that you get into through a bookcase door, and you need the special password if you're going to get in. Of course, they now publish the password on the internet so that people know and can get in. And a quick flight across the system. Texas to... Well, it takes us to Planet Houston, which, interestingly enough, has Huntsville orbiting it. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm confused, but I thought Huntsville is supposed to be in Alabama rather than Texas, but maybe there's a Huntsville in Texas. But this is a Liberty Police location. Oh, and I have to say, it bears a surprising resemblance to the weighted companion cube. Okay, let me just see.
Your request to dock is granted.
Yeah, we've only got a couple of trade lanes here. It's like half of Texas is unavailable. Yeah, this is totally the companion cube. I wonder if there's a mod that makes GLaDOS the traffic controller for this. That would be pretty funny. Although I have to say, since I'm flying inside, it does raise rather more questions about the whole scaling in Freelancer. Okay, so we have the usual stuff. Okay, we can sell stuff, but we can go to the bar. The bar, bounty hunter, not interested. Oh, you have a speech bubble.
Hi, Freelancer.
Hello.
So, what may I get for you?
I'm not thirsty. Actually, I heard you're a man who knows things.
New here, stranger?
Check.
Yes, I've heard a few things here lately. Interested?
Well, yes, I'm interested.
Fine. This is what I heard.
Ooh, super secret stuff. Bad stuff's going on. All the methods of interrogation are, well, not standard. That's all he was willing to tell me. For my own protection, he said. So yeah, basically they're looking for me.
That might come in handy. Thank you.
Great. Be seeing you.
Every time I hear "be seeing you," I can't help but think of Bester in Babylon 5. So, do we have some jobs? Oh, look. Xenos. I don't think I've actually had a fight against Xenos. You know, the bounty hunters don't like me that much, so maybe if I work for them it'll help with my, my standing. Meanwhile... Oh! Karl Ettinger, Foreign Minister of Rhineland, was reportedly killed in a bomb blast earlier today. Ettinger was en route to inspect the remains of the Hamburg station when a fusion bomb, apparently hidden in one of his attending ships, detonated, killing everyone. Rhineland authorities say they are investigating the site of the incident, but since the destruction was so utterly complete, they have little to go on at this time. And I love this scrolling, like, price ticker at the bottom, which... wouldn't need to scroll because there's only like 3 items on it. Okay. A group of Xeno ships appear to have been causing a lot of hassle lately. We want you to head over there.
1-1, this is Prison Station Huntsville.
Wow, looks like we're launching straight into like a fireworks display. You picked up some fool on my 6. I pity the fool on my 6. And that dude was just telling me to see the nav map for further details, but I know where I'm going. I'm heading towards the mission waypoint. Ooh, that's a big ship. What is that? Oh, it's a heavy lifter. You picked up some fool. Let's see. Oh, yes, thanks. Why are you flying into my ship like that? I'm gonna skim across the planet Houston. Houston, we have a problem. There's your, there's actually the docking thing to land in Houston, but I'm not interested right now. I have a date with some Xenos. So I'm also seeing that it looks like there's some place called Bearing. I'm not sure if that's like another system nearby, but we'll find out when I get there. Kill all Xeno ships!
There won't be anything left to ID.
There won't be anything left to ID.
Easier to spot.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting just all sorts of interesting voiceover things that aren't actually that useful. Hey, Gary North! Gary, are you Oliver's brother? Okay, where are you? Where'd you go? Man, you're turning around fast. Can I get a bead on you? Nah, there we go. Once you start flying in a straight line, that will be your downfall. I don't know what I grabbed there, but it's probably cool. Stuart Hagelstein. Stuart Hagelstein, you have been found guilty of wobbling around and trying to avoid getting shot, to be honest. You're doing a pretty good job there. Oh, lasers, lasers, lasers. And yeah, you see when my yellow bar gets down, then my weapon systems lose their oomph.
Weapons are ready. I see my target.
Yeah, you see your target, but I see my target. Come on, get the lasers in. No! Come on.
I have enemy target in my sights.
Okay, okay, there we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. You're on fire. It's time for you to give up. Yeah, okay. Now we have Sean Eaton. Sean Eaton. And this should be easy enough. The Xenos seem to be pretty fast. Am I just imagining that? Is that like a specific feature the Xenos ships have? That they're fast and agile and liable to run rings around me? Because, you know, yeah, I'm flying a heavy fighter. It would be nice to know. Nope, he's running away. He is out of range. I think I wasn't sure if I was hitting him there. Go. Bingo! That's one down, and that's a Scorpion. I think that's a Scorpion missile that I just picked up there. Doug Ledman. A little bit of jinking, a little bit of janking, and a whole lot of shooting going on. Ah, come on! Straight line. Fly in a straight line, why don't you? Like a true gentleman.
Good job, but you're not done yet. There
Oh,
are more
really?
hostiles at the next waypoint.
Okay, no problem. Next waypoint, 6 kilometers out. Let me show them how to do things. Of course, now I think about it, it might be a good idea to find out where the Xenos live, because maybe they would be my friend if I hadn't started shooting them. I mean, basically the faction friendliness model it's the same as all the other games as I understand it, you know. If you get to be friendly with a particular faction, then the factions that don't like that faction will like you less. And if you annoy the Liberty Police, then the hostile, the pirate factions will like you more. So, you can, I think it's always possible to become friends with somebody by shooting the right person. So I don't know who I'm becoming friends with by shooting the Xenos. Nat Carson. You'll pick your target and I'm gonna shoot you. Nat Carson. Oh, it's slipping around there. What is that number 3 next to them? It just says Xenos. Does this mean they're not a rookie anymore? Am I actually facing up to like good pilots this time? Or do the rookie ranks not appear for the Xenos? Perhaps they follow a different structure.
Thought you could use
What is
the
it?
help.
Well, thank you, Ivan. I don't really need your help, but thanks all the same. I mean, if you really do insist, please come, shoot them, put lasers up the tailpipe and all that. Ricardo Larson. Yeah, it says 3 next to him as well. What is that number 3 that is sitting on the on the what do you call it? They're targeting reticule in the top right. There's a distance. I see the faction, I see his shield, his armor, or his hull, and I see the number 3 there, and I don't know what it means.
You did it. The area is clear. Well done. Mission Commission signing off.
Okay, Mission Commission, I'll see you at the Conjunction Junction. Until next time, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.